Happy 2025, my friends, and welcome to a brand new episode of Terror Radio Podcast. If this is your first time joining me, then welcome. This is a podcast dedicated in bringing you the best of horror and thriller, old-time radio broadcasts, as well as original stories. I'm your host, Keith, aka the Radio Show Nerd, and I hope you all had a very joyous as well as safe holiday season. I have no title for the show tonight other than Lights Off, because I have two good ones for you tonight. So, without further ado, this is Terror Radio. The two radio series highlighted tonight are Lights Out and The Mysterious Traveler. Our first radio play is called Bal Peri Macabre, and this was first broadcasted on Lights Out March 9th, 1943. Following that is the radio play Strange New World, and this was first broadcasted on Mysterious Traveler February 19th, 1952. Now, you all know the drill. Sit back, turn down the lights, and listen to Bal Peri Macabre, followed by Strange New World.
Ionized Yeast presents Lights Out. Everybody. Later than you think. Lights Out brings you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly, so if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly, but sincerely, to turn off your radio now.
This is Arch Obler. Tonight we bring you a story of the Paris pre the Hitlerian New Disorder, the Paris of lights and fun and strange adventures. It's a story of two college boys on the loose in Paris. But before we begin, Frank Martin with a question.
Are you too tired to work, too nervous to sleep, too thin and run down to make friends or keep them? Well, no wonder you're discouraged. But cheer up. Maybe like thousands of other Americans nowadays, you simply need more vitamin B and iron. If so, try ironized yeast tablets. They're a cinch to take, cost but a few pennies a day, and do they help? Today, thousands who used to suffer from vitamin B and iron shortage tell how quickly ironized yeast helped them gain glorious new strength and pep and pounds. How today they really enjoy life. Friends, did you get that name? It's ironized yeast tablets. And now, lights out. Everybody.
Same plus, Mrs.
What did he say, Paul? That we're here.
Oh.
Well, shall we get out?
Yeah.
Come on, shoving. We'll get there.
Who's shoving?
Comment how much?
10 francs.
Okay. Here you are.
Merci, monsieur. Merci.
Well, I sure gotta hand it to you, Paul. You sling that French right around, don't you? Took 2 years of it in school. Vive la France.
Yeah. Oui, oui. How you doing?
Oh, boy, what a time.
How you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they see Paris? Oh, how
Hey,
you
wait
gonna
a second.
keep...
Pipe down. It's almost midnight.
Oh, anything goes in Paris. I hope.
Come on, let's go in. It's the right address, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is. The card says 505 Rue de la Poupe or something.
Okay, let's climb. Hey, it sure looks like a joint. Don't be naive. I bet you it'll be about as exciting as a junior prom.
Quit singing the blues. I tell you, this will be the real stuff. French artists and their models and things and stuff.
Hey, You must have got the wrong number. Look at the place, no light.
It's pretty dark, isn't it?
Listen, fella, if there's an artist shindig going on in there, then I'm a left-handed monkey. Come on, let's get back to the hotel.
No, I'm going to find that artist ball if I have to tear the town apart. Where's the doorbell?
Listen, I tell you, there's nothing going on in there.
That's what you say. Oh, here's a knob. Now, let's see what... Hey, the knob pulls.
Oh, now you did it. We got some old Napoleon this time of night, and he'll scalp you.
Listen, I paid that bozo 6 bits for this ticket. I'm going to find out what's what.
End up in the Bastille, that's what you'll do.
Yeah, well, if they want to... Paul, it is a party. Listen to him.
Oh, I'll be.
Entree, monsieur.
I say, well, entree. Come on, Paul.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, no artist ball, huh? So now you're a left-handed monkey, remember?
Sure had me fooled.
This way, monsieur, s'il vous plaît.
Right with you, lady.
If monsieur would be seated.
Well, can't we go right in? We've got tickets.
Yes. Soon you will go in. You will wait.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, it sounded like quite a party.
And you thought it was a baloney.
Our house looked it.
Well, you can't tell a good banana from the skin on the grape.
Not so good, pal.
Well, this party's going to be.
You hope.
Oh, well, this be something to write home about.
If we ever get in the joint. Now I think I'm beginning to understand all this. Huh? It's a clip joint, that's what it is.
Clip joint?
Yeah, the way I've suspected all along. A sucker joint for tourists.
Keep that up. You're terrific.
Go on, laugh, but I'm telling you that if this was a real artist ball, why, in we'd go without all this stalling. It's all a fake, and I'm getting out.
Hey, Paul, wait.
No, let me go. I'm getting out of here. If you have any sense, you'll get out, too.
Oh, Paul.
Before they slip you a Mickey Finn and clean you out.
Monsieur.
Huh?
Oh, you may go in now, monsieur.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This way, monsieur.
Well, Pickle Puss Paul, my friend, you got any more to say?
I still think there's something screwy.
In here, monsieur.
Okay. Paul, are you or aren't you going to have something to tell your grandchildren when they ask you about Paris?
Oh, I'll stay.
Is this something? Gosh, would you look at the film? Boy, oh, boy.
Everybody's in costume.
Oh, what? I'm in costume, too. I got on a clean shirt. Gosh, will you get a load of the screwy masks they're wearing?
Yeah, I see them.
Sure wearing plenty for French models, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, evening's young yet.
That's funny.
What?
They're not dancing.
Oh, well, they're taking time out, I guess.
Yeah, but where is it?
What?
The orchestra. There's no orchestra.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, well, maybe they're hidden behind palms or something. Anyway, what's the diff? They may be masked, but, fella, I know honeys when I see them.
But this is supposed to be a dance, so why don't they dance?
There you are. Boy, are you guessing wrong tonight.
But where's the organ?
You cut it out. Who cares where the organ is? Parents, artists, models, mammy.
Dancing. You look at them.
Come on, let's cut out a couple of fillies and do a big apple.
Yeah, but look at the way they're dancing.
Huh?
Never saw a dance like that.
Yeah. Me neither.
They sort of glide.
Yeah.
Jerry,
What?
it's funny. No one's talking now.
Yeah. Sure take their dancing serious.
And the music.
Well, it sure is funny music for an artist ball.
Did you say this was going to be a wild party?
Well, they look like artists.
Don't act like them.
Oh. Sure is funny music.
Let's beat it.
No. I want to find out what this is all about. Men and women dancing so quiet, funny music.
Let's go, Jerry.
No, I want some answers first. I want to know why.
Monsieur.
Uh-huh.
You would like to dance?
No, not me.
And you, monsieur, you would dance?
Well, yeah, but...
It would be as you wish. As you wish.
Well, no, wait. What kind of a ball is this? These people, what kind of music... Hey, old lady, come on back here.
Come on, Jerry, let's get out of here.
What are you talking about? I paid dough for this ticket. I'm going to get one dance out of it.
Jerry, don't be a fool.
And don't you be a lily. What's there to be scared about? This is Paris, fella. Anything goes. Hey, look, there comes the old lady with my dancing partner. Boy, oh boy, will you look at that shaft.
Monsieur, this young lady, she will dance with you.
Swell. Well, Paul, here I go. You're a good dancer, aren't you? Gosh, I suppose you don't speak English, do you?
I understand you, monsieur.
You do?
Oui.
Say, that's swell.
Oh, lady, I've got more things to ask you than a psych professor doing an IQ on Einstein.
Wednesday?
Well, I mean, this goofy music. And, why doesn't anybody talk? And when are you going to take off your mask?
Midnight?
Midnight? That's not far off, is it?
Not far off.
Say, how about slipping your mask up a little and let me have a sort of a preview?
No.
Hey, I was just asking, that's all. Say, you sure couldn't big apple to this music, did you?
There is still time for you to go.
What?
There is still time for you to go.
Go? Why should I go? Gosh, I'm just starting to enjoy myself.
I can give you only one warning.
Warning? Warning of what?
You are very young.
Yeah? Well, I'm old enough to know all the answers. And if you don't think so, suppose then you and me...
One warning I can give you. And it has been given.
Listen, if you're trying to warn me that this is a clip joint, well, I'm not worried. All my dough's in traveler's checks anyway. So, if somebody wants to steal my pants, okay. It's a two-pants suit anyway. Hey, look. Well, can you tie that? It's my pal. He's dancing, too. Hi, Paul. How you doing?
All right, I think.
What do you mean, you think?
Well, my partner won't talk.
Well, maybe she doesn't like your line.
No one here speaks English, I guess.
Mine does. Don't you, beautiful?
Jerry, after this dance, where do you say we go?
Will you listen to that, beautiful? Me with you in my arms and he wants to go.
Jerry, listen.
No, you listen to me. Beautiful here tells me she's going to unmask at midnight. And it's only a couple of minutes, too. So, fella, I'm saying. I've got an idea that behind this goofy mask, beautiful here's got a face that's going to take my heart and turn it inside out and put it together again. Say, come to think of it, beautiful, what is your name?
I have warned you. And now you will go. Too late.
Too late? What are you talking about? It's 12. Come on now, beautiful, unmask.
No.
What do you mean, no? Hey, look, everyone stopped dancing. Yeah, everyone's going to unmask. And that includes you, lady.
No.
All right, then I'll take your mask off myself.
No, monsieur.
Come on,
No,
mustn't be
monsieur,
so
no.
shy. Take it off. Take it off. There's the lights. They went out. How do you like that? Oh, no, beautiful. Oh, I don't think you're going to get away from me. I learned this arm lock from a professional. Kind of nice standing here in the dark, close like this. Isn't it beautiful? Pretty tricky of this dance committee. Turning the lights off just at the minute when the mask is supposed to come off. Yep, pretty tricky. Well, haven't you got anything to say? I mean, even if it is dark, we could sort of make conversation now, couldn't we? Oh, come on now, beautiful. Well, haven't you read that book on how to win and influence friends? You gotta give, conversationally. Now, look, you ask me if I'm always this fresh with strangers. I'll ask you where you've been all my life. And before you know it, we'll be pals. Oh, gee, I'll bet you're a honey. I just know you are. A fella kind of knows when the girl he's with is a honey. See? Gosh, everybody's keeping quiet. Is that part of the entertainment? Standing around in the dark? Well, it's okay by me. But I sure would like to get that mask of yours off and really see what you look like. Hey, how about some lights? Lights!
A candle, monsieur.
Huh? Candle? Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Now, listen, beautiful. You stand right there while I light this thing. Got a match someplace here. Yeah, here. Well, it's pretty nice, whoever it was handed me a candle. Now, wasn't it beautiful? Must have guessed how anxious I was to see you. There we are. That's a nice light. Now, you stand right like that while I take off this thing you got over your head. It sure is a goofy mask. That's not so tight. Well, now it's loose. Now, stand still, beautiful. In a minute, I'm going to be congratulating myself on what a swell picker I am. There we are. Off it comes. Oh. You haven't got any head.
Ladies and gentlemen, you, I, all of us, I know would like to be reassured that we're here and not in Paris, so supposing we relax, take a deep breath, and consider something quite close to home. This problem of a very pretty young lady.
Why does everybody keep talking about vitamin D and iron? Well, I know I'm too thin and always tired and nervous and all in. I suppose I'm cranky, too, but what could vitamin D and iron have to do with it?
Why, miss, authorities explain that When you don't get enough vitamin B from your food, you may lose your appetite, not eat all you need. Or you may not get all the good out of your food. And naturally, then, you lose weight, lose your pep and ginger. And when you don't get enough iron out of your food, you may be weak and pale, feel only half alive.
Sounds reasonable. But how can I get more vitamin B and iron if I need them?
Try ironized yeast tablets. They're the famous two-way tonic that gives you both vitamin B and iron. They've been astonishingly beneficial to thousands who need them. So, if more vitamin B and iron is what you need, by all means get ironized yeast tablets right away, tonight. Then see if pretty quick you aren't saying,
It's glorious to feel so peppy and good. Everybody says I look like 1,000,000 too since I've gained the pounds I needed. My, how glad I am I tried ironized yeast tablets.
And now back to Lights Out and the story of the two boys who went to Paris.
No head. She doesn't have a head. A thing without a head. No. No.
Jerry? Jerry, where are you? Jerry!
What? Who's calling? What?
Jerry!
Paul. Oh, Paul.
Where have you been? What happened? I've been calling.
Oh, wait, don't come any closer. It's just standing there.
Jerry, what's happened? What's the matter with you?
There. Standing right there. I dropped the candle. It's so dark, but she must be standing there, Paul.
Jerry, for Pete's sake. Jerry!
I saw it. I saw it.
So what? For Pete's sake, there's no one here.
But
I tell you, there's no one here. The whole hall's empty. Jerry, open your eyes. You're standing there with your hands over your eyes for. Look, I tell you. See, there's no one here. The lights went on again, and everyone was gone.
What? I thought...
Well, the devil with what you thought. Come on, let's get out of here. You should have gotten out a long time ago.
Yes, we'll go, won't we?
Come on. Don't act like you're sleepwalking. Come on.
Paul, listen, she didn't have...
The devil with what you had or didn't have. We're getting out of here before those maniacs get back.
Maniac.
Yes, I said maniacs. Kind of a goofy bunch we walked in on. I knew they were screwy right from the start. Come on, let's down.
Paul, didn't you see that?
What could I see? The lights went out. Everyone beat it. Here, I think this is the door.
Door. Can't open it.
We've got to get out. We've got to.
We've got to get out.
Here, let me at the door. Let me at.
No, get away, Paul. Quit banging your fist on it. We've got to break it down.
Okay. Okay.
Lock. Gotta get out. Gotta get out. Hit it. Now we'll get out.
Get out where, monsieur?
That old woman.
Oh, woman, tell us how to get out of this place.
Yeah. We got to get out. You hear me out?
Out? Yes. There is a way out.
Well, don't stand there talking about it.
Show us. Show us. We want to get out of here.
S'il vous plaît, monsieur. There is no need for such excitement. Just listen to me.
Listen, but who wants to listen? We want to get out of here. You hear me? Out, out,
Oh,
out.
Paul, wait. We're getting out. Let's find out what this is all about.
I don't want to know what it's all about. I just want to get out.
Now, listen. We've got to know what it's all about. Don't you understand? If we don't, we'll always think that maybe... Well, I tell you, I've got to know.
And I will tell you. Yes, I will tell you. Once a year, they meet here.
They? Who? But what sort of people are they?
They meet and they dance. A miserable dance. A dance without joy, without meaning. Yet a dance of hope.
Come on, Jerry. Let's
Be
beat it.
quiet, will you? Go on, old woman.
A dance of such weariness. And yet I say it. A dance of hope.
Hope. Of what?
Hope of deliverance. Hope of freedom from misery without end.
What's she talking about?
Oh, woman, what are you talking about? I saw a woman without a head. Did I see it?
Did you see it?
Push her out of the way, Jerry. Let's get out
No,
of here.
no, wait, Paul. No, I think I understand all this. It's all a gag, an initiation of some kind. Now, that's it, old woman, isn't it? It's a club, and these are all kinds of tricks to get in, aren't they? Trick mirrors and lights going out and all the rest of it. It's all a joke, an initiation, isn't it, old woman?
One hope. A hope that one of you will blunder among them and give one of them deliverance.
Oh, woman, stop talking in riddles, will you? This is all some kind of a ceremony, an initiation, isn't it? Answer me, isn't it?
Yes, one like you. To give his head so that one of them can have their rest.
Jerry, come on, I tell you. I can't stand that woman, Jerry.
Wait, Paul. Oh, woman, you said something about heads. What did you mean by that? What?
Listen.
No.
You heard, monsieur. You heard. La guillotine.
Jerry, what's she talking about?
Oh, woman, what do you mean?
La guillotine. La guillotine. We took their heads. Yes. We. One day they were alive like you. Lived and breathed and had the world. And then La guillotine was born. They took them in the tumbrils across the stony street. The crowd was shouting. They took them one by one and fed them into her hungry mouth. The knife went up, up, up. A moment more of life, and then down it came. It struck, and their heads rolled into the basket.
What's she talking about? What's she talking
Oh,
about?
woman. That girl I danced with. You mean
She and all the rest that danced the night. La guillotine took their heads and lives many weary years ago. Dead. Dead. All of them dead.
No, you crazy fool. You, the dead don't dance.
The victims of La guillotine dance. Aye. They dance one night each year, as here you saw them. Dance. Dance.
No, it can't be true. It can't be.
Dance.
Crazy. Crazy.
One hope of rest. One hope, I tell you. That one of you shall blunder in to give his head for theirs. One hope. That one of you will headless take their place and let one
stop
of
it.
them
I won't listen
go to
anymore.
eternal rest.
Jerry, make her
You're
stop.
crazy, old woman. You're crazy and trying to make us crazy, too. Come on, Paul.
Stop. Stop, I tell you. Look behind you.
Behind.
Jerry, there's people there.
Yeah.
It grows lighter. See that?
Father in heaven. All of them without heads. Without heads.
Oh, they can't keep me here. Things without heads. I'll get out. Out of my way, old woman. The door. Things without heads. You won't get me.
Paul. Paul, you've left me here with them. You shouldn't have done that, Paul. You left me here with them.
Ah, monsieur. Your friend. He has not gone far. Listen. What? Listen. So, La guillotine, she has been fed.
Dead. Guillotine. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Paul? Paul? Where are you, Paul?
Listen. Your friend is well.
Paul. Oh, Paul, you're all right. You're all right. Paul? Why do you stand there in the shadows? Paul, why do you stand there like that? Paul, come closer.
And he will come closer.
Paul, what's the matter? Why don't you answer me? Paul, what have they done to you? Paul, what... Oh, your head. Oh, you haven't got a hand. Oh, no, stay back, headless things. Headless things, all of you. I'll get through you. I'll get away. You won't do that to me. Not me. Let me through. Let me through. The guillotine won't get me. I'll get through. I'll live. You won't get me to the guillotine. Not me. To the door. I'll get out. I'll live. I'll live. I'm free of you. You things you, I'm free. I got away. I got away. If he won't get me, I'll live. I'll live. And that thing won't get me. Look out. Look Yes, you ran right into the car. Right into it.
And I will get them right into the tunnel. Like a man.
Monsieur, you must stand back. Give him air. Stand back.
Non, c'est pas la peine. Il est mort. Regardez. Oh, c'est horrible.
His head cut off as clean as if it had been done by the guillotine itself.
Well, Mr. Obler, so now you think that the past can come back.
It does very definitely in many, many ways. All of us within ourselves carry the ghosts of our own past and our own ancestries. Yes, deep-seated memories of the generations before us. Sometimes they come to us in dreams. But I'll tell you about that after you've had your say.
I only want to say this, friend. If vitamin B and iron deficiency is what's keeping you thin and weak and always tired, then we urge you, try ironized yeast tablets right away. They cost but a few pennies a day, and you don't risk even those few pennies. For ironized yeast tablets are sold on this money-back basis. If you don't quickly begin to eat and sleep better, to gain new pounds, to feel much stronger and peppier, the cost of the first bottle will be refunded to you in full by Ironized Yeast, Box IY, Rahway, New Jersey. But remember, there's only one ironized yeast. You'll know the genuine by the big letters IY on the package and on each tablet. Now, Mr. Obler?
Now let's talk about preventing death. How would you like to send a wise, powerful friend along with your son or husband or brother to this war? Someone who'd know how to help him if he's wounded, who'd get his messages through to you and get food and medical supplies to him if he should be taken prisoner. Well, you're doing just that when you give to the Red Cross War Fund. American Red Cross field directors and their staff go with their fighting men wherever they go. Yes, wherever they go, in the jungle and the desert, everywhere. Behind the lines, the Red Cross membership operates service clubs and recreation centers so that your men in uniform won't get homesick and lonesome. This work must go on. Give to the Red Cross War Fund tomorrow. Give all you can, then double it. Give as much as you'd want someone else to give to help your man in uniform. And all men in uniform are members of your family, the American family.
Well, now, what about dreams, Mr. Obler?
Oh, yes, dreams. Well, take the dream of falling. Now, almost all of us have had that dream when we were children, falling through space and waking up with a start. Now, there are some who say that this dream is a memory of prehistoric times when man, to escape enemies, hid in trees and caves. A child would clutch itself to its mother when danger arose, and the fear of falling was the greatest fear. It's an interesting thought, isn't it? That those falling dreams of our childhood may be a subconscious memory of the dawn of mankind.
More ghosts next week, Mr. Obler?
No, coincidentally, the play is about dreams. It's a play which may disturb your dreams, but which I know all of you lovers of the unusual will enjoy. It's about a woman just like any one of you out there who has a most amazing recurring dream night after night after night. But that takes place next week.
Yes, tune in next Tuesday again for Arch Obler's eerie story, The Dream. And if you need more vitamin B and iron, be sure to try ironized yeast, the one and only ironized yeast, with the big letters IY on the package and on each tablet.
It is later than you think.
Look ahead to white shoe time. You can only buy 3 pairs of shoes this year, so when you break out in your white shoes, whether they're last year's shoes or new ones, give them extra good care. Do it with Energine Shoe White. Energine Shoe White has the advantage of being made with the whitest pigment known. This special white pigment gives Energine Shoe White a creamy-like texture, so it spreads easily and evenly over your shoes, gives them a uniform white coat. The special white pigment also gives your shoes an extra whiteness that results in more satisfactory wear. For the proper care for the white shoes you wear, remember Energine Shoe White. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents The Mysterious Traveler, written, produced, and directed by Robert A. Arthur and David Cogan, and starring 2 of radio's foremost actors, Clifford Carpenter and Lawson Zerbe, in Strange New World.
This is the Mysterious Traveler inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves, and be comfortable, if you can, as we follow two young flyers on a routine flight which suddenly deviated from normal and brought them to a strange new world. Our story begins aboard His Majesty's ship, the submarine Valiant, somewheres in the vast Pacific. Captain Farnsworth, commander of the Valiant, makes his way along the narrow passageway of the submarine to the sick bay and steps into the small cabin.
No, Pete, no. You're wrong. Wing flaps are down. Well, we're going to hit Pete. What?
How is he, Higgins? He's not too good, sir. Lord knows how many days he was adrift on that life raft.
Did you find any identification on him?
Oh, yes, sir. His dog tags. Here they are, sir.
Thank you. Daniel Walker, Lieutenant, United States Air Force.
Of course, I knew from his lingo, sir, he was an American.
That's quite so, quite so. Well, Higgins, you'll have to do what you can for him until we reach a ship with the doctor.
Ah, yes, sir.
Pete? Where am I?
I think he's coming out of it, Captain.
Yes.
Who are you?
Lie quietly, Lieutenant. I'm Captain Farnsworth, His Majesty's Navy. You're aboard the submarine Valiant. We picked you up an hour ago.
Pete. The island.
I take it you were forced down while flying, Lieutenant. What happened?
Happened?
Yes.
Pete, Mendez, and myself were flying a C-47 from Honolulu to Japan. There were only the two of us. Pete was the pilot. I was holding down co-pilot. We were attached to air transport and had aboard a cargo of medical supplies. We were 6 hours out of Honolulu, and I'd taken over the controls. Pete was relaxing in his seat, chewing on a chocolate bar.
Hey, where's the newspaper we picked up in Honolulu, Junior?
Right behind you.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Now, what's the good news?
They exploded another atomic bomb at Los Alamos.
Oh, yeah? Anything else of interest?
Isn't that enough?
Hey, what are you doing? I haven't seen that paper yet.
I'm sorry.
What are you getting so worked up about? What's one atomic explosion, more or less?
Oh, you're just a kid, wet behind the ears.
Okay, Pop, relax.
I was there when the first one was used.
Where?
Hiroshima.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that.
There's a lot you don't know, Junior.
Yeah, well, give me a chance, will you? You weren't on the plane that actually dropped it, were you?
No, I was piloting one of the escorts.
It must have been quite a sight.
Yeah. I hope I never live to see another one.
Yeah.
Hey, look at those clouds ahead. We may be in for a rough trip, Junior. Better let me take over.
Pete, look at our rate of speed. 125 miles an hour.
Yeah. This typhoon we're bucking must be hitting peaks of 150 an hour. We're right in the center of it.
Wide open?
Wide open.
How about turning back?
We can. We're an hour past point of return.
We've been taking this beating for hours. When's it going to let up?
That's hard to say. The worst typhoon I've ever seen.
Look at the compass, completely haywire. Any idea where we are?
No, not anymore.
How long do you think we can take this?
What I'm worried about is the gas. We're running low.
Yeah, how much we got left?
2 hours. 2.5 at the most.
Well, that means we're going to have to set down on the drink. Yeah. Our one hope is that this lets up and we find a ship to sit down there. You better prepare a life raft. Stock it with plenty of water and rations. Okay. I'll take care of it right away. Well, looks as though we've come through it.
Yeah. Well, that was one to tell your grandchildren about. There go the engines.
Okay, Junior. Get back to the raft. Be ready to launch it when we hit.
All right, Pete. Put it down nice and easy.
Those are my intentions, Junior.
What's the altitude?
1,600. 14.
Water, Rob?
Well, not too bad. 800. 600. 4. Wing flaps are down. Get ready with the hatch, Junior.
Right.
We're down to 100. Hang on. You okay, Dan?
Yeah. Now, but you're spilling fast. Here, give me a hand with the raft.
Right. There sure is a lot of water out there.
Climb in, will you? Huh? Oh, yeah.
There. Okay, let's shove off.
So far, so good.
We shoved off into a sea that was running plenty high. In a few minutes, the waves carried us off, and the sinking plane was lost to sight. Pete rigged up a distress flag so we could be more easily spotted, and then we settled back to wait. For 2 nights and 1 day, we drifted in a fast-running sea with a heavy overcast. There wasn't a sign of a plane or ship. By the dawn of the second day, the overcast lifted and the sea became calmer. It was around noontime that Pete spotted the island. We rigged up a small sail and began paddling for it.
You recognize the island, Pete? Have you any idea which one it is?
No. Your guess is as good as mine. Looks fairly big.
Yeah.
Hey, look. The channel through the reef at the end of the lagoon is directly ahead. The tide is helping to carry us in.
Good. Sure we want to end up on those reefs. Brother, we're really moving.
Yeah, another minute or two and we'll hit the beach.
You think there might be some natives on the island?
There should be. Certainly looks big enough.
I don't see any huts or anything.
No. Hold on, we're going to hit the beach. Yeah. Oh, that does it. Hop out and give me a hand. Let's drag it out of the water.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, it sure feels good to be able to walk.
Yeah. All right, pull.
Okay.
That's it.
A little more.
Okay.
There. Oh.
Hey, look at those coconuts.
Yeah. Let's begin looking the island over, Junior. See if we can find any natives. Pete took some food and a canteen of water from the raft, and we started walking along the beach, now and then cutting inland to look for water. It took us 6 hours to walk around the island, and the sun was just setting as we got back to the life raft. Sit down, Junior. Take a load off your feet. I don't mind if I do. Cigarette?
Yeah, thanks.
Well, we found fresh water, signs that natives had once lived here, but they sure aren't here anymore.
No. That's strange, considering the island is 3 miles wide, almost 2 miles long. I've seen natives living on islands 1/2 the size. Wonder why they left.
Got any ideas?
No?
Well, it's just you and me. Sit tight and lead the right Riley. So we're picked up.
Yeah. The first thing we'll do in the morning is run up a distress signal on one of the palm trees. We'll also get brush together for a fire.
Check. What do you say we have supper and turn in? It's been a long day.
Okay, Junior. Sounds like a good idea.
Pete. Pete, wake up.
Huh? What? Oh, what time is it?
2 a.m.
2 a.m.? What are you waking me for? Go to sleep.
Pete, I heard something moving around in the brush inland.
You're probably wild pigs. Island's full of them. Go to sleep.
It made too much noise for a pig.
Holy smoke, Junior. It certainly wasn't an elephant.
Well, maybe not, but... Do you hear that?
Yeah. I heard.
Does that sound like a pig in the brush?
Ah, maybe there's a herd of them.
Who's kidding who?
Okay, wait till I get my 45. All right, come on. Let's have a look. And step lightly.
Sounds as if it's over that way.
Yeah. And listen to that. It almost does sound like an elephant.
Look, the moon's coming out from behind those clouds. That's a break.
Yeah, and we're getting closer.
Now, we better take it easy. The sound of it, that 45 of yours isn't going to do much good.
Well, I got the feeling I'm dreaming all this. I've been on dozens of tropical islands like this one. Biggest thing you'll find on any of them are wild pigs.
That's no wild pig, brother.
Yeah. That's why this seems like a dream. What in the devil could it be?
You see anything yet?
No. Look out for those palm leaves. They're sharp.
Yeah, okay.
Listen to that. Good Lord. Look.
It was like a nightmare. A nightmare you can't escape from, try as you will. There, 50 yards away in a clearing in the underbrush, was a monster. A monster that baffled the eye and brain for a moment, then began to come into focus and take shape. What I saw before me was a water crab, only 100 times larger than the crabs that scurried along the beach. The monster crab in the clearing stood fully 20 feet high, with legs the thickness of palm tree trunks. The antenna on its frightening head was yards long, and its eyes were unbearably evil, even from a distance. Its 12 legs carried it slowly but lightly through the underbrush.
Don't move, Dan. We don't want to attract its attention.
Pete, what is it?
I don't know. It's a crab of some sort. Only 100 times larger than any I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, the size of it. It must be at least 18 feet high. And those claws.
You could park a car under its belly.
I can't believe it.
It's moving off.
Yeah.
Do you think there may be others like it around?
I don't know. I hope not.
Look, it's moving toward the beach.
Yeah, I see it. Yet I still can't believe it.
Maybe it's an hallucination.
Both of us having the same hallucination, hardly.
Well, how do you account for it?
I can't.
It's on the beach going into the water.
Ah. There it goes.
God.
Look. We better stay here, Junior. And just sit tight for the rest of the night. Well, it's good to see daylight again.
Yeah.
Let's take a walk over to that clearing in the underbrush. Where we saw it, huh?
Okay.
Now, what do you think about it?
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe what we saw was just a fluke of nature. It's possible.
Yes, possible.
Yeah, what other explanation can there be?
I've got one. But it's so incredible.
Well, let's have it.
I'll tell you later. I want to think about it some more.
Well, here we are. Here's the clearing.
Yeah. We first saw it by those palm trees over there. Look. The tracks of the monster. In the sand. Look how large and deep the tracks are.
Yeah. It was a beautiful morning. Until now.
Come on. Let's follow him.
Okay.
Now, they go through the brush here and towards the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the way we saw it go.
Oh, the brush is flattened as though a tank had rolled through here.
Sure, no problem following it.
Look. Here's where it came out on the beach.
Yeah, and there's the tracks on the sand leading into the water.
It's out there. Somewhere in the waters of the lagoon.
Yeah.
Look. Let's unload the raft and then paddle out into the lagoon.
What for? Holy smokes, don't tell me you're going looking for that monster.
Well, not exactly, but I got a hunch. And I want to check on it.
It's crazy paddling out into that lagoon. How do you know it won't attack once we get out there?
I don't. It's just a chance we'll have to take.
But why?
So that I can find the answer to all this. Are you going with me?
Okay. I'm going with you. Pete, for an hour I've been paddling you across the lagoon. All you've been doing is peering down into the water. What are you trying to spot, the monster?
No.
Well, if it isn't a monster you're looking for, what then?
Stop paddling. I think we found it.
Found what?
Take a look over the side. Into the water.
I don't see a thing.
Oh, the sun's been in your eyes. Keep looking towards the bottom. Till your eyes get used to the water.
I don't see it. But wait a minute. I can hardly make it out, but there seems to be a wreck on the bottom. A big one.
It is a wreck. That's a battleship you see on the bottom.
A battleship?
Yeah, don't you understand? This island. It's Bikini.
Bikini? You mean where they dropped an atomic bomb on those old battleships?
Yeah. A dozen ships on the bottom here. All sunk by atomic bomb tests.
Bikini. Pete, you don't think the island's radioactive, do you?
Well, not enough to do us any harm. It's been years since the test.
You said you had a crazy explanation for that monster we saw last night. Does that tie in with all this?
Yeah.
How?
Now, look, you'll think I'm nuts, but here goes. We dropped a bomb into this lagoon to see what an underwater explosion would do to those warships.
Now, what are you getting at?
We know what the atomic bomb did to the ships. But do we know what effect it had on the fish life here in the lagoon?
Are you saying that the monster crab we saw last night was the result of the bomb dropped into this lagoon?
Well, what other explanation can there be? Remember, Dan, the effect of the bomb on the survivors of Hiroshima left wounds and illnesses that doctors had never seen before. Now, who's to say that the radioactivity in this lagoon couldn't have caused fish life to multiply in size 100-fold?
It can't be. It just can't be.
Well, why not?
Radioactivity causing a crab to grow 1,000 times bigger?
Well, how else can you account for that monster crab we saw last night?
I don't know.
Well, think about it. Meanwhile, let's paddle back to the beach.
The two of us paddled silently across the lagoon to the beach and dragged the raft out of the water. Time and time again, I found myself turning to look out over the waters of the lagoon as Pete's words ran through my mind. His explanation seemed an impossible one, and yet, what other answer could there be? The two of us sat on the beach smoking, watching the moon come up over the lagoon of Bikini.
Sure is a beautiful night.
Yeah. Do you think they'll send search planes this way, Pete?
Well, sooner or later, they'll find us. As long as we have fresh water and fish, we're okay.
Yeah, I guess so. Pete! Look at crystal water of the lagoon. Holy smoke. Why, it's being churned up as though there were a dozen whales out there. Could it be whales? Not in these waters. Pete, there's something enormous out there threshing around. Well, maybe it'll break through to the surface and we'll be able to see it. Could it be that monster crab we saw last night? Oh, it's something bigger, much bigger. Bigger? Well, that would make whatever it is a couple 100 feet in length. Yeah. The way the water's being churned up, there must be a fight going on out there. Pete, look. Coming out of the water. The monster crab we saw last night. Another one following. And still others. Dan, some of them are coming this way. Come on, we've got to get out of here. What about our supplies? There's no time to grab them. Get a move on. This way. There were dozens of them. Coming out of the water. They came out of the lagoon. They were fleeing the fight that was going on out there. Whatever it is, it's in the lagoon. I never want to see it. Well, it must be the side of the destroyer. Where are we ran to, Pete? I'm getting bushed. Oh, let's stop for a minute. Get our bearings, huh? Yeah. Do you hear that? Yeah. Those monster crabs. There must be dozens of them. Overrunning the island. Look. The moon's getting behind the clouds. Oh, just our luck. Can't see much now. Those crabs. This outfit, they're all over the place. Yeah. Pete, we better push on. No, we might run into one in the dark. We're better off staying here. One of them seems to be heading this way. Can you make out from which direction it's coming? No. The moon. Come on, from behind those clouds. Hey, listen. It's coming closer. What are you doing with that 45? It's better than nothing. Maybe the sound of shots might frighten it off. It's getting closer all the time. But I can't see it. Can you? No. Keep your eyes open. Sounds almost on top of us. Pete! There it is! Look out! No! Pete! Right near the claw. As it ran past my chest. Oh, lie quietly. Let me look. Good Lord. The open. Don't move, Pete. I'm going back to the beach for medical supplies. No, don't. No, it's too dangerous. It's no use anyway. No use? I'm dying. No, Pete. Oh, listen to me. You know, first thing in the morning, this raft is still okay. You shove off. Don't stay here. It's too dangerous. Pete, let me go for the medical supply. No. When you're rescued, explain to them. Strange new world. Sea life. Multiplying 100-fold. Radioactivity of atomic bomb in lagoon. Sea life will increase. Overrun 7 seas. Pete. Pete. I sat there beside Pete's body for the rest of the night. Several times I heard monster crabs passing in the brush nearby, but I didn't leave. In the morning, the island was once again peaceful, tranquil. I buried Pete on a high hill and then returned to the beach. The raft was overturned, the supplies gone. I overhauled the raft, gathered coconuts and a supply of water. By noon, I was paddling across the 3-mile lagoon of the channel through the reefs that led to sea. As dusk came, I was several miles out to sea. 2 nights and days slipped by without my seeing a plane or ship, and more days. Soon my water was gone. The days that followed were ones of thirst and torture. The will to live left me, and I lost consciousness. Next thing I remember was feeling hands lift me, finding myself here. Where did you say I am?
His Majesty's ship. Submarine Valiant.
Submarine Valiant?
Yes.
Where'd you pick me up?
50 miles southeast of the island of Bikini.
Bikini? Bikini.
Now you must lie back. Rest. What you need is sleep.
Sleep? Sleep, yeah.
That's it. Close your eyes.
That's it, lad.
He's fallen asleep, sir. Yes. Poor devil.
Did you catch his ravings about monsters and all that, sir?
Yes. Poor chap is clearly out of his mind.
Must be, sir. Yet his ravings gives the one the chills, they do.
It's quite so, quite so.
Devil, take it. What happened, sir?
Feels as if we've hit a derelict. Carry on, Higgins.
Aye, aye, sir. What was that? Well, woke you up, did it? Too bad. Well, we may have hit a derelict. It's hard to say. The captain's looking into it. Now, rest easy, lad. Oh, me, what now? We're being tossed about like a ball. They're dragging us down. Nonsense, lad. I just lie back and leave everything.
Now hear this. Now hear this. Captain Farnsworth speaking. We're being attacked by some creature of the deep. All crew members to battle stations.
This is the mysterious traveler again. Did you enjoy our trip? Oh, what happened to the submarine Valiant? Well, after a 2-hour battle with an unseen enemy, it managed to escape. But at a naval court of inquiry, Captain Farnsworth was at a loss to explain the nature of the enemy his submarine had been in battle with. Well, of course, there was Lieutenant Dan Walker's testimony, but obviously the poor fellow was out of his head. Who ever heard of monster crabs 20 feet high and denizens of the deep as large as a destroyer? The court could reach no verdict in the matter of the submarine Valiant, and there the case rested. Oh, now, if by some chance you should happen to take a voyage across the Pacific, and one night as you stroll on deck, you see a giant... Oh, you have to get off here. I'm sorry. But I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at this same time.
You have just heard The Mysterious Traveler. Now you can follow other tense and exciting adventures of The Mysterious Traveler in the current issue of The Mysterious Traveler magazine, now available. Bill Tonkin speaking. This program came to you from New York.
Well, that's our show for tonight. I want to thank you all for listening. And remember, you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/terror1970, or you can find me on Instagram at Radio Show Nerd, or on Blue Sky at Terror Radio. I also have a YouTube channel, Terror Radio. Please check it out. Like and subscribe. Share the videos. It will be highly appreciated. Again, this is your host, Keith, better known as the Radio Show Nerd, signing off.